Going. I'm out of breath. I was just running up and down the stairs here. Okay, so there we go. Got the shared screen going on. And let's put you guys down here. Whoa, look at that. Holy smokes. I'll just show you what has it. So this is the 15-minute chart. Look at the 1 minute. Oh, why is it? Huh. Oh, I've got my screen zoomed right in. Anyways, that's why it looks so crazy. My screen was zoomed right in like that. Okay, let's get set up here. Today should be pretty good because we had pretty big moves, as you can see there in the US30. So let's set up let's set up US30 first. So grab our box, go to 7 p.m. There it is right there. And we're way the heck down here. So that's the range right there, guys. That's crazy. So low. Okay. So that might not even matter today. Like it might not even come down here, but we'll see. It'd be good if it did because we could catch some nice trades there. Okay, 7 here. So pretty much like that. Okay. And this guy here. So yeah, this doesn't even matter today because it's definitely not going to come down there in the next couple minutes here. So looking at this, I would say probably a short in US30, but who knows? Oh, what am I doing? I got to be on the 1 minute chart. Sorry, guys. I'm running around the house and now I'm okay, let's go here. That's 9:30. Yep. Oh, so basically I had it right. Okay. And then this guy, we're right below that range. So let's just throw these here for now. Because that guy, we still have another 15 minutes for this one here. Yeah, so NASDAQ, we could get some good trades today. And US30. I hope for shorts in US30 here because that would be good. Because it's so far away from the Tokyo. But the VWAP, we're really far away from the VWAP as well. So it looks like if we get shorts here, then nothing is an A plus setup for US30 because it's so far away from the VWAP. And then this guy here is under the VWAP. Okay. It's weird how sometimes the NASDAQ, well, the NASDAQ is always going to do the same thing as S&P 500 because they're basically, they move the same. But yeah, the NASDAQ and US30 used to do similar patterns, and now they're totally different. Like I remember maybe 6 months ago, I'd be short in the NASDAQ and I'd be short in US30, and it was like that most of the time. Now they're like opposite. Like you might be long in US30 and then short in the NASDAQ. Okay, so we're just in the middle of this range, so we have to wait. And the NASDAQ is going for the bottom of the Tokyo range there. My son, if you guys saw the rant from the car video yesterday, I do one every single day just talking about how the trading session went. And then I always try and give some trading knowledge away or mindset knowledge or something like that in those rants from the car videos. So yesterday I was on my way to the soccer game and they won 4-8. So they got 8 goals. My son got 2 goals out of the 8, and then one kid got 4 goals on his team. But yeah, they did really good. And they he plays in the A division now, so it's the highest division for his age group there. He wants to be a professional soccer player. I haven't broke it to him yet that that's like pretty I'd say almost impossible. But yeah, I won't tell him anything like that, or it might hurt his goals. But yeah, it's to be a professional athlete's kind of, one in a million type thing. So actually there's only one professional athlete in my family. Actually, there's 2. My grandpa played professional lacrosse, which I don't know if you'd call that professional, but he did get paid to play. And then my cousin is Brad May. He played in the NHL. He's in his 50s now, so he doesn't play anymore. But yeah. So who knows? Maybe my son will play professional soccer. We'll see. He's only 10. Okay. So there's no trade here yet, guys. The Nasdaq did come, or sorry, US30 did come down. It touched um, here. I would really like to see a short out of this, just because if we were to look back here, we've got so many fair value gaps throughout here, and it'd be really quick trade, mega profits, right? Like we're looking at here, 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 and here. Okay, so price could come all the way down to here. Uh, as I said, like I think it's gonna be shorts today. It should normally you get a trend reversal, and it's the opposite of London. So if London was going up, like this is London session here, right? Well, it is New York, but people say New York is 9:30 onwards, right? But normally it's from 9:30 you get a trend reversal of London session, and then Asia session is normally neutral, meaning it just goes sideways most of the time. So that's something you're going to want to write down in your journal is Asia Tokyo is normally in neutral, like it just goes sideways. London is a trending market, and then New York is the opposite trend of London. So if London was going up, then normally New York will go down, okay? Across all assets, like everything, crypto, forex, everything, right? And like this is indices what we trade. Which the reason why I trade indices is because it's the market with the biggest volume in it. So you can trade on like you could trade on $1 million in the indices and you won't even budge the price. But if you were to throw, say, $1 million in, say, a cryptocurrency, you would actually move the price, right? Okay, so yeah, we're just waiting around. There is no trade set up so far. I'm not saying I trade on $1 million. I'm just saying that's why most people trade indices is because the volume is huge. Like normally you click buy and you get in where you click buy. And all these firms you can work with are most of them are indices trading, right? There are some crypto firms now. I've noticed there's a couple that I've seen. Not sure though if I want to try that because crypto moves like crazy. I don't know if I'd want to day trade crypto or scalp trade it. Yeah, so no trade guys just yet. We're just waiting around. This guy Nasdaq we can't even touch. Let's just take a peek at gold. We'll see. Let's set gold up. We'll just see. I think gold is like the US30. It's just so far away from. Yeah, so it looks like US30. And I've got US30 on my other chart, so I'll kind of watch it while we set this up here. And 1 a.m. Okay. It's not as high as US30 is. And then I guess we don't have any. I'll just put lines on this one. I'll just put them way up there. And then part of these lives, I'm going to be doing, like I've been doing the last 2 days, is we'll look at gold at the end of the session. So then we'll have like a couple more trades you can do the end of the, like when the session's done, you'll have a couple trade setups for the people. Because I've noticed some people join the live pretty late, like they're coming in at 10 o'clock and then they're missing like half the trades almost. So I think that would be good is if we did. And then because yesterday I did 4 trades live and then I called 2 more trades at the end, and one of them actually played out, right? The NASDAQ trade played out and the gold trade didn't play out. It just ranged and went sideways. So we got to jump back down to our minute chart. And man, this is I don't know what's gonna happen with this one. Are we gonna get our short or is it gonna give us a long again? We'll have to see. Yeah, if it gives a long, that's gonna be pretty risky because it's been, really pumping, right? Like pretty much it broke out of this range here, which was the Tokyo range at 3 a.m. and it's just been going up, up, up since then. So I really don't want a long here, guys, because look where we are, right? Like how is if we get a long, it's going here basically, which is not like I know it looks huge on the minute chart, but still, this is going to be really hard to get past all this stuff. This is the 15-minute chart as well. So that's like 2 hours of trading where it just went sideways. But we'll put a line there, and yeah, I don't like this. This is giving us maybe a long. Oh, let's drop back down to the minute chart. Yeah, see, it's if we get a body open here, it's and on that minute chart, look how close it is. So if we get a body open there, this is our trade, and there's nothing above here. So hopefully it comes back down, and then we get a short because shorts would be really nice today. We've got 3 more minutes till the Nasdaq. We can set up the Nasdaq. So we'll have to see how that one goes. And this is looking good now. Looks like it's going to come back down. But yeah, don't enter a short here, guys, because the trend is so strong upwards, like it's very bullish. My guess is what's going to happen is we will get shorts today, but I think it's going to take this out like at some point because it's so close to it, right? And there's so many liquidity stop losses sitting up there. And it's 9:42 and we haven't taken one trade yet. Yeah, but you don't want to force trades. If you force trades, that's when you start having losses. So Nasdaq's coming back down. This guy looks like he's really struggling here. We'll see what happens. It'd be good if he just like popped his head up here, took this out, and then came right back down. So we have to make a decision now. Do we want to take this if it gives us this setup? Are we going to take this trade or not? Because that's the liquidity is up here, right? That's not that big of a move. So I always take the model. If the model gives us a trade, I'm taking it. But today I'm going to drop my lot size like dramatically. So I'm going to actually drop my lots on this. If it gives us our trade, hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it just pops up there and takes that out. I'll drop my lot size to, I'll do 10 in here. I'm on the 100K count today again, guys. So maybe you do 3 lots on this trade, US30, or do one if you're just starting out. Yeah, because I don't like this trade, but I'm gonna take it because it is the setup, right? And I think in 20 seconds we might get our entry. So let's just wait around. Get your timer over there. And let's put our trend line on here. And no, I don't think we're going to get the entry. Maybe. No, it didn't give it to us. Okay. I don't really want it. So, anyways, but it is moving up there. You can see. So the next candle might give us our entry here. And it's so close to that. Like, this is why I'm saying it's like, if we get our entry and our entry's here, then I wouldn't like if the body opens up here, guys, I wouldn't take the trade. Like it's just so close to it because it could wick up here, go to about here and then come right back down. Our NASDAQ trade is, so this is the 945 candle. That's the high of 9:30 to 9:45. So we could get a short from here. There you go. Okay, so that's good. So it came back down. So it's not giving us our entry, but it could be grabbing liquidity and then it could go back up. So if this breaks here, you could take a high risk. This would be a very high risk short. Um, I'd let it go sideways for a bit more though. Just see what happens. And it still could give us our entry for a long. But once again, like I've said like 5 times, like it's it's not a good trade, guys. So we'll see. It's going to do something, but we'll see what happens here. And yeah, this next, there you go. Okay, so it touched that. So the next candle is going to open above. It is an entry model, but it's not a good trade because it's taken out that liquidity there. So the odds of it going up, like it could continue to go up and we start trading up here. But you saw there on the 15-minute chart, guys, there's like nothing above there. And it went sideways for like 2 hours yesterday or 2 days ago or something at this point. So that's the entry candle. Yeah, I'm not taking the trade because it already took that out. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. The NASDAQ is giving us a high risk buy right now, like just based upon buying on support, right? Support and resistance, which is opposite of the model that I teach in the course. But we're trading within the range here, right? So you could go long here. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to drop my lot size though. So I'll drop my lot size. Like I'm on a big account, so I'll drop it to like 6. So you'd want to go in with maybe like 3 or something. And or 1 if you're just starting out. So I'm in this trade right here, guys. Okay? This Nasdaq trade, and US30 is taken off. Okay? So you could use this as your entry, is a candle body open above here. Okay? Because it did break that. So it's creating a new high. So let's delete this and delete that. Okay, the NASDAQ trade is in a little bit of profit here. Let's find the fair value gaps. Okay, so it's way up here. So price will probably come to here. We will see. Okay, so this is your target where you'd want to sell. But of course, if the trade goes against you, just get out of the trade. Like if we see it start to go sideways here. So there's our line. And it's in like, oh, now it's back to our entry. It was in a nice little profit there. Now it's in profit again. So yeah, you could take profit on this trade at any time you want. Like you could even sell 50% here now because it is doing pretty good. Okay, this is the entry for this trade. If you want to take it, I'm not taking it just because it's way overextended. Like look at this guy over here. It's like totally maxed out. And the NASDAQ trade is going down to grab liquidity. Here, let's put a trend line on this because I know some people will take this trade. Because if you're in a trade, guys, you should always put a line on it. Okay, so this guy, this guy's breaking our line here. But I'm thinking it's going to go back up. I think it's just grabbing some liquidity. And I think we're going to go back up here. Hopefully, it's almost at the entry point. So once again, if you feel uncomfortable, just get out of the trade, right? We sold 50% already in here. So if you want, just get out of the trade. If it's, if it's going against you and you don't like it. Got to mark down on our chart. So 1, Trade. I'm not gonna count this as a trade call because I was saying, "Hey, I'm not gonna take it," but it is a trade. And it's actually working out better than our NASDAQ trade. That happens sometimes. Okay, so if you didn't get out of this trade here at, like, around break even, we're pretty much almost back to the entry point. Um, just keep in mind things like, okay, if you see a bunch of candles going sideways, then it's, like, telling you to get out of the trade, right? You already took your 50% profit. So, think about things like that. Okay, so this trend line here doesn't really mean much now. It's giving you another opportunity to get out of the trade. This is the overall target. That's kind of like where we want it to go. Okay. Man, this guy, now I'm like, "Oh, I wish I had got in this trade because this was our entry candle here, but I think it opened up like way the heck up here. But yeah, this happens, guys, is like, things are really like, look at how overextended this is. You can see over here, right? But then it just keeps on going up. So, okay, this is almost at our 100% take profit. Okay, so anytime now, just get the heck out of this trade because we're in that range, right? Okay, and this guy's just pumping. Holy smokes. Okay, but anyways, we had one good, profitable, nice trade so far in the Nasdaq. This US30 is, I have regrets of not taking it, but that's fine. That's okay. So if you did take this trade, I would get the hell out of it just because of this. This is very, very scary. It's super overextended. Um, yeah, and we just have to wait around. Okay, so this one almost touched, but we're gonna delete that just because it's to me that's like it did fill it. And don't short from here, guys. Uh, we have to wait and see. So this might be a good trade. If the US30 comes back down to our green line, then we could buy around this area. This area here is gonna be really, really strong. See all these wicks, right? And there's a lot of volume through here because that's the high of the 2 minutes. Like this is our 2 minutes, right? Within here where we found that range. So if it does come back down here, it could just bounce and go back up there. And our VWAP is way the heck down here. So it's really far away from the VWAP. So these are two things you can use to see to kind of give you an idea of like, oh, should I take a long position or a short position? Is how far away is price from the VWAP? Meaning like it's a symbolization that it's overextended, right? And then this over here. Okay. So I think I've showed this in two other lives, but basically it's the days range. Okay. So the US30 is super overextended. And I think the NASDAQ is, yeah, the NASDAQ's pretty much neutral, right? But the US30 you can see is overextended. So you basically come over here, you click on this, and then you just do price and range there. And then I've unclicked everything else. Okay. Because with yours, without doing this, you're going to have a whole bunch of stuff here, like tons and tons of information that, you can use if you want, but I don't think it's really that necessary. I think this is very good, though, just to glance at it and be like, oh, it's overextended. Also, we have news orange folder news at 10 a.m. today, which I don't think anything will happen with this. So I'll just continue trading because it's not red folder news, but it is something, right? And this just doesn't want to stop. Like, look at this 15-minute chart, guys. That's hilarious. It's like a skateboard jump. Just keeps on going. Big, huge jump. Yeah, that is something. I don't know why I said skateboard jump. I think I was watching skateboard videos on YouTube last night or something. But my son he was showing me stuff. He was showing me it was Tony Hawk. I don't know if you guys know Tony Hawk. He's like a pro skateboarder, but like from my day. So he's like, "Look how old this guy is. He's like gray hair. Look at him jump, dad." It's hilarious. Okay. So yeah, no trade yet, guys. We're neutral, totally neutral in the Nasdaq. US30 is scaring the crap out of me. It needs to come down. Like if it comes down to here, then that's like as I was saying, like that would be a nice trade. Comes down, finds support in this area, you get in, and then maybe who knows, maybe it makes another leg up, which would be crazy. I would really like it to break down and come back down to the top of the Tokyo range, and then that would sort this out. But yeah, it's overextended. I just know from my trading journal, if I trade in overextended markets, I start having more losses than I normally have. So like I know it looks like, oh, this is amazing, just buy, but guys, the journal is so important for you to do, is to do your 3 trades a day and then, write what happened. And especially on your losses, right? When you have a losing trade and then you jot down like why it went against you, what models did you use, the confirmations, all that kind of stuff, why did it go against you? You'll start to know a pattern and then you'll be like, "Oh, okay, I don't want to do that trade setup because whenever I do it, like 60% of the time I have a loss with it," right? So it'll just you'll just start to see that. Yeah, so sideways, and then this guy's still going. Look, it's creating another high right now on the 1-minute chart. Like it's higher than this wick. And I'm having to like fight myself not to trade this. So let's get away from this and let's look at gold, okay? Because I know if I keep on looking at this and it keeps on going up, I'm gonna jump in there because I'm thinking, oh, I got to get at least 3 trades for these guys. So gold is actually looking, I think it's bearish if we look at the. Oh no, it pumped and then now it's going. So this is what I want US30 to do, is to start to go to sideways and then possibly come back down here. So we could get a short out of this. Let's see. This is your range for gold, so it's hanging on there. Okay, so let's play this. So I got to be honest with you guys. I do not trade gold during the New York session, like ever. Like I just started looking at it for the course bait, or not for the course, for the end of these sessions. Normally I trade it during Asia session, and I never trade London session just because it's too late for me. So I don't know really what gold likes to do. But most of these things, they kind of all do the same thing, right? Like they'll have a trend reversal in the following session if it's like London to New York session. So by looking at this, it's telling me it's probably going to come down, and we could use this line here as our entry. There's a fair value gap down here. So it could come down to here. And then there's a bunch down here as well. And we could use the top of this Tokyo range as a point of interest where price might want to go to. So the only thing I don't like is I don't like how it's just going sideways right now. Like it's going to do something. And this would be an entry, but there's going to be fair value gaps up here. So there's one right there. So let's mark off this one. So if price comes here, I would say we could get into a short. And then we could short now if we wanted to. So let's get in a little itty bitty short here in the gold. Okay, so I got in a little one and I'm just going to sell right here and then thinking that it'll likely come down to there. Okay. So I'm gonna take some profits here and then I want to see it come down to here. And it could come back all the way up to here. So we got to keep an eye out for that. And there it goes. So now it's going totally against us. And it didn't hit our line yet. Nasdaq is going sideways. But yeah, this is good. This looks really bearish here. Okay, so now it's back in nice profits. Okay, so I think next time it just pops its head down here, I'm going to take the 50% profit just so I have some profit from this trade because it's moving really fast. You can see that it's going crazy on us. So I'm going to actually set my take profit down there. Oh my god, that's pathetic. It's only giving me because I got in with hardly anything. It's giving me 33 bucks if it comes back down here. Oh geez. And I don't like that, but it is bearish, guys. Like it does want to come down, and I have a really strong feeling it's going to touch this line. And I think that by the end of the session, hopefully, we'll be down here. But yeah, I went in with really small lot size. Like if it comes down to here, not even the line, my profit is 33 bucks. And the reason why I did that was because I don't trade gold, so I just dropped my lot size way down because I don't trade gold during New York, right? This is the actual first time I think I've done it for the course there, right? And then this guy, there's no trade. Like it's just going sideways, guys. The Nasdaq. Let's just look at US30 again. Yeah, geez, it's just still going. So this, when it turns down, guys, it's going to give a trade probably all the way down to here. Like it's going to just crash like crazy. Okay, this guy's coming down again. So get ready. As soon as it hits this line or comes close to it, you want to just get your 50% out. Okay, because we're not there you go. Okay, so it's down there. So I took my 50% and then I'm in profit, like if it's piddly profit. But anyways, it's something, okay? And we need to see like what's going to happen from here to here. But it is coming down. You know what we forgot to do is add our trend line. So let's add our line here. Okay, guys, take your 50% profit. Okay, don't just hold the trade unless you're like a gold master. I think Matt's the master of the gold trading because I notice he does a lot of gold trading. So maybe if you trade gold, guys, then you do what you like. But I don't trade gold during New York, as I said. So I don't know. I don't know if it wicks a lot. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's kind of normal. But I know a lot of um, I know a lot of currency or metals wick, right? Like if you look at silver, silver's crazy. If you want to do a lot of gambling, trade silver. It's nuts, but it has big spread in it. Okay, so good we took our 50% because you can see here all these wicks are very similar, and we took our 50% on that lowest wick, right? And then if you get a break of the trend line, it's pretty much around where we got in. You can decide like, hey, do I want to get it 100%, right? Or do I want to stay in? Like there's a high possibility it goes like this, comes down, doesn't hit our line, goes all the way back up here, and then comes down to the top of the Tokyo session. Okay, so now it's breaking our line. So you got to make the decision, do I want to get out of the trade, right? Or it could just be grabbing some liquidity. You always want to go and look to see if there's fair value gaps. So all this through here has been filled. You can see this wick here is touching, like it's been filled. So there's no fair value gap here. So it has no reason really to go up. If it's going to go up, it's probably going to go all the way up to here. So yeah, I think that we're actually going to come down, or we could go sideways here, guys. Like that's the thing, right? So I would just play it as in the break of the trend line. Even if it breaks and it's at where your entry is, just get the heck out of the trade there. But yeah, it looks good. Looks good. And then NASDAQ is trying to give us a short, but it's been ranging so much. Like, look at this. Okay, so this is an A plus setup here, guys, but it's been ranging a lot. So I'm going to still drop my lot size. Today's not going to be a big, huge profit day for me, but I'm going to take that trade, okay, because it is giving us a setup. I just don't like how much it's ranging. So I'm gonna go 6 lots on my 100K account. So like that'd be like trading on like 3 lots on your 50K account. And then I'm gonna wait for the entry here. Okay. And then if you're gonna take this trade, I would get out of this trade. Like don't be in 2 trades at the same time unless you feel like, you know, you're all good with it. But yeah, I would stick to just trading 1 trade at a time, guys, because you're gonna and this just broke here. So I definitely like, think about getting 100% of that and then taking this trade. So we're just waiting for entry. Okay, I've sold this. I'm not in this anymore. Yeah, look at that. So now it's going right back up. And this guy here is so this guy's probably who knows, guys. It could come up here. It could just go sideways here. But yeah, it wants to come back down. This guy, maybe it's just doing a liquidity sweep. Liquidity sweep maybe basically means like this. Like if we were to go out and you can see all the sideways. So this is an entire, with it just ranging within here. Okay, so there it goes. That's our entry. I'm going to get in here. I'm going to do a sell. Okay, so I'm in this trade. So liquidity sweep is basically there's a bunch of volume in the market right here, and then people have all their stop losses for their longs here. So price comes down, takes out all these stop losses that people have set right there, like not manual, like a physical, like in the software, they're setting a stop loss, right? Like they're setting a stop loss and then they're setting maybe their take profit way the heck up here or something like that. And then the liquidity sweep is basically when it comes down, it gives an entry model or gives a wick past this point here to this point, and then just goes the opposite direction. So it's stopping these guys out. They've lost their money, and then it goes in the direction of like what they would want. Okay. So yeah, you got to keep in mind things like that. This trade is in a bit of profit now, I think. Let me just check over here. Why isn't my chart changing? There we go. No, it's not. It's not in profit. It's back up to the red line. So it was in profit, but I was doing blah, blah, blah for too long. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. This might be a losing trade, guys. We'll have to see. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to find fair value gaps up here. And seeing that I'm in such a small lot size, I have to make the decision. If it does open a body above here, do I want to stay in the trade till it goes to here, or do I want to get out? And I'm thinking I'm just going to get out because, as I was saying, this could be a liquidity sweep of this, all this back here. So if we get a Hintakiyashi body open, which this is my last resort, get out of the trade. If we get a body open here above this line, guys, I'm going to take the loss on this trade. I'm only in there on 6 lots on a 100K account, so it's not the end of the world. It'll be a loss of probably what I've made today. Yeah, $200. So this could be a bad day for me, but let's see. But yeah, it's probably going to come up here and then come back down, or could go sideways, but it's best just to get out of the trade. And so, okay, that's good. So it's almost at our entry point. It needs to come down to about here. This is where I got in. Okay, so this is good. So this this candle's probably going to open around the red line, like below it. So what is good? That's good. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's good. And yeah, if you feel uncomfortable, guys, just get the heck out of the trade, but it is struggling to go up, as you can see. So I'm not out of the trade. I'm still in this trade, but I don't like it. It's going against me. And I didn't have my trend line on there, so this is kind of my fault. Like I should have had something like that going, and then I would have known on this. So this is totally not good here. So this could be a big loss for me today, guys. Yep. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get into this trade. This is crazy. Okay. It's probably gonna come back down. It's just grabbing liquidity here, but I don't want to just stay in that just to be like, oh, I think it's gonna come down. Right. So I took a huge hit there. Let's see. So my account is up $2,361, and it was almost at $3,000. So that was like a huge freaking hit on my account. So pretty much lost all my profits from today. And then I lost some of the profits that I made yesterday. But still, for the week, I'm up 2,300 something dollars. So it's not that bad. We still have another day left in the week. Yeah, and you can see here, guys, like it's just taken off. So it's probably going for all of this up here. Or who knows, maybe it goes all the way up here. Or maybe it continues going up. And good thing we're not in the trade, right? You just got to get out. So that really sucked. But we're gonna have days like this, guys, where we have a loss. We lose the profits from the first two trades. I should have. It's my fault. I should have had my trend line on there, and then I should have. It broke the trend line, so I would have got out on this candle, and then I would have lost probably the profit that I made today. There, but yeah, I ended up taking like what was that, like 500 something dollar hit on it there. Okay, this guy actually broke down below, so it is coming down for this over here. That's their gold trade. Okay, so we did 3 trades so far, so I'm gonna do one more to make it 4 because I want to at least call 4 trades. And I'm gonna take a loss today, guys. I'm not gonna do the 4th trade, just because I want to stick to my risk management rules. And so, yeah, today's video is gonna be a loss when I go and post. But it's fine. It's okay. It's still for the week, I'm up over $2,000, which is okay. Still pays the mortgage and stuff. Um, yeah, and now it's looking like we'll have to see. Is it gonna come down? Like, this might be our next trade here, guys, is a short in the NASDAQ here again. So we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, because you can see here, it's creating lower highs and lower lows. So the trend overall is down on the 1-minute chart, which doesn't mean that much. But if we look at the 15-minute chart, it's just neutral. Like, it's kind of telling us the trend is going down, but it's like these are neutral candles, eh? These two candles. And then this guy has a minute left on it. So who knows? Maybe the next candle opens and then we start trending up here, right? So looking at that 15-minute chart, um, is really good. And basically looking at the 15-minute chart candles, not necessarily when we're trading like 9:30 to 10:30, because that's when all the volume is, but like after that, right? Your London session, your Tokyo session, all that. The 15-minute chart like tells a lot. Like, it'll tell you basically the overall trend of what's going on. But yeah, the 15-minute chart, that's why I don't tend to look at it too much during 9:30 to 10:30, is because you'll have a lot of neutral candles on the 15-minute chart. But that's when you're going to get your quick trades, and we can do like 6 trades in an hour, right? Is because there's so much volume in the market. So let's see here. This is opening. So our 15-minute candle's opening in like 17 seconds, and it's going to open up here. So yeah, it could come all the way back up here, and it could take out uh, the top of this Tokyo range there. We'll have to see. So if we get a body open above here, you could take a long. So you could take a buy here. We'll have to see what happens, because this is definitely something here. This guy's almost at, yeah, so this is almost at our where we wanted it to go. But I got out of this trade just because I was like, oh, I want to take the NASDAQ trade. And the NASDAQ trade, like as I was saying, remember I was saying before we got in the trade, this could be a liquidity sweep. That's exactly what it was. Like it just swept the liquidity of this back here, right? Like that's exactly what that is. So, and those are just things like, you have no way of knowing it until it actually plays out. And it's just, you got to just jot this stuff down in your journal. Hey, I had two wins, and then my third trade today was a loss, and it was a liquidity sweep. Uh, just jot down stuff like that. Okay, so what I'm waiting for is a body to open above here. And once again, this we could take a long from here, and this could be a liquidity sweep of this, you know. But we have to, we have to just play the odds. We have to have confirmations lining up, and then we're not trading with a 50-50% chance. We're trading with like an 80% chance, right? That will be right. Like think of it. We took, like, if you go back and you look at all the trades that we took over the week here, maybe we lost 2 or 3 trades or something, and we took 4 to 6 a day on average, right? So it's all probability with your confirmations. So this guy here pretty much came down to the top of the uh, Tokyo there, and that's kind of what we're, calling for. We wanted to see. So that's pretty much played out. So I can delete all this stuff here. And we know there's a fair value gap way the heck up here. And I've noticed during other sessions, gold likes to go and actually make crazy moves like this and then go and fill those gaps. So I'm not going to trade that because I don't trade gold during New York session, so I don't know, like, the probability of it coming back up there, but it did play like exactly like how we wanted it to. This guy here is showing weakness at this point. So if we go sideways here, guys, we could actually get a short out of it, or if we get a candle body open above here, we could get a long up to the top of the Tokyo range there. So we'll have to see what happens here. And yeah, so this is our next trade here. Um, I would wait like another candle. Oops. Grab our trend line. Okay. And I'm really fighting myself now, like not to take this next trade. Okay. So it's going sideways. So we can't even have our trend line there. It's very neutral. Do I take this trade? Do I take it? I've done my 3 trades. I don't know. It's going to give us something, guys. It's either going to give us a short or a long. I'd probably rather see a short here. So let's look for fair value gaps. So there's one way the heck down here. And there's one right there. So this could be, I'm surprised it's not taking this out. So a lot of sideways. So right now, like, we don't know what the heck's going to happen here. Right now, you got a 50-50 chance if you're to click buy or sell. So we got to just stay out. If we get a body open down here, you could go for a short. If we get a body open above here, then you could go long. That's kind of how I would play this. I'm going to look at my results today. I want to see exactly how much I lost in that. Oh, it's not that bad. So the loss I had was 380, and the profits I made today, guys, was not that great, to be honest. My first trade was yeah. So okay, here's my profits today. I made, because we're trading on such small lot sizes. So this next candle here is going to give you your entry in that. My first trade, I made 56 bucks, like, because I was trading on small lot size. My next trade, I made $8.55. I don't know why it said 33 bucks, but it took 8 bucks. I don't know what the heck's with that. And then this trade, the big losing trade was $380. So pretty much like 330 or so I lost. I thought it was actually more than that. I thought it was like 500. So that's not that bad because that's like, that would be like a good kind of good winning day for me. Okay, so this is looking like it's going to come down. This reminds me of the last losing trade we had 2 days ago, where we got in a short and then it just immediately went up. Okay, so yeah, there you go. You could get in a short right here. I'm going to take it for what the hell kind of thing because I actually thought that last trade I did was worse. So I'm going to do 4 trades today, guys. So we'll mark this down as 4, and that's breaking my trade management risk management rules. And there you go. It's going against us a bit. No, should be fine. So this here, you'd want to get out either your break of the trend line. Okay, so if a body opens up here, or if a body opens up here. But if a body opens up here, guys, it could wick all the way up here. Okay, so right now it could just be grabbing liquidity. We'll have to see. And normally what happens to me, if I do this to myself, I take my 3 trades and then I get in my 4th trades, I actually have a loss. Like with my trading journal, that's what I've noticed. So we'll have to see. It's pretty much, yeah, it's still not around our entry because our entry is like right around here. So there you go. So there's your first get the hell out of the trade sign. So I'm going to take it as, yeah, maybe I'll take the full stop loss on this guy here and we'll just have it as in like if things go against me, then it's you know, I'm getting that loss which I kind of thought I already had, but I didn't. I thought I had a $500 loss on this trade here because when I looked at this candle here, it was almost 200 bucks because it got in. I got in down there, and then I think I got out on. I think it was this candle or maybe even this one. I forget. No, it was this candle here. I think because we had that fair value gap right here, and it touched the gap. Yeah, so it's coming kind of back down. You can see it's really struggling there, guys. So this would be your first get the hell out of the trade, and then your full like. There's no way in heck I would stay in this trade if a body opened above here. If it opens above here, you're better to like just get in a long. But here's the thing is it could go sideways. So if it opens above there, like that's it. Like just be done, right? For me, because this is my 4th trade. And as I said, I shouldn't be in a trade right now because this is when I start losing is when I have my 3 trades and I'm down and then I just like keep on going, right? But we'll see because it's really struggling. But if this body opens above here, which it could wick above and then open, um, I'm just getting the heck out of the trade. And then I'll jot this down in my journal. Like, Drew, what are you doing? Like, don't do this kind of stuff. Like, you took your 3 trades, you had a loss. You don't need to take a 4th trade because the odds are that things just go against, right? And then also, I'm going to be trading probably 1 to 2 trades tonight. And then likely I'll make my loss back that I'm having right now, right? Okay. So still, didn't give us our exit model, but it's totally against us. And now I'm down to almost 300 bucks in this trade here. Okay. So you guys can see like that's a perfect example of I did my 3 trades. My 3rd trade was a big loss that put me in a loss for the day. And then I'm like, I'm not going to take a 4th trade. Like, hey, I'm going to stay out, but I'm going to call a 4th trade. And then I called the 4th trade. I actually got in the 4th trade and then gave myself another loss. Okay. Who knows? It could come back down in our favor because it is still ranging here, but you can see it's creating higher highs on the 1 minute chart, right? And these are higher lows if this is the low. So in 16 seconds, and it's touching this, where that's where our target was for our long. They're basically just touched it. So in 16 seconds, I'm just getting out of the trade. And this trade here is minus 390, almost 400 bucks. So it's worse than this loss. Okay. So that's me getting the heck out of this trade. And here's the thing here is it could come back down from here. So anyways, you got to write this stuff down in your journal, guys. And we don't know. We didn't like, I don't, when I got in this trade here, I was thinking, oh, this looks good for it to come down and hit this fair value gap, but it went and hit this one instead, right? So this is all just stuff that you need to jot down in your trading journal and just learn from, right? Okay. And I'm sorry that like I called a trade, the last two trades had a loss, but you just don't know. Like you have to have these losing days to be profitable. And still I'm up now in my account, I'm up 1,988 for the week, right? So I'm still at a profit. And I think that was a big part of why I was just like, oh, I'll just take this trade and, break my risk management rules. But then this is just more confirmation for me. I'm going to write down my journal. you know, I had 2 profitable trades, and then trade 3 and trade 4, which I shouldn't have taken trade 4, was a loss. So that's just another confirmation for me. The next time I go to trade, I'll remember that. Like, "Oh, you had a loss and you lost all your profits during the first, 2 trades with your 3rd trade? Okay, yeah, don't take the 4th trade," right? So, yeah, the journal, guys, is, like, really super important. So this guy now is going up to the VWAP, it looks like, there. So we can take this fair value gap out. There's a fair value gap down there. But if we were to look at the 15-minute chart, it's bullish now. Okay. Right. So it's ranged through here and it still could continue to range. Like it could come here and then it could go back down. We don't know. This guy here, gold, is back down to the top of the Tokyo there. Guys, and here's the other thing is the days you have losses, don't let it discourage you and don't let it be like, "Oh, I'm done trading. I'm quitting," or whatever kind of thing, because that's how you don't achieve things in your life is when you have a day like this, and you have them, guys. They have to happen, right, in trading, and then you give up on, like, your dream of trading and your dream of, like, I don't know, like, I know a lot of people do trading because they want freedom from, like, where they live, like, maybe they wanna live in a different country or something, um, because you can just, open up your computer and trade anywhere in the world. It's all the same, right? So, yeah, don't give up on stuff, guys, even if you have days like this, it's not, yeah, like right now, I'm kind of like my feeling of it is like it, well, and I'm up, right? So it doesn't really matter for the week, but my feeling is like like tomorrow's another day. Um, in 6 hours or so, there's another session. Like it doesn't matter. Like I know I'll make it back or whatever the loss from today, but yeah, today's loss, guys, because of those two trades. That's like the first one. What would I say? 380, and then this one right here. Here, I'll go look at my trade history. Yeah, 380, and then this trade that I just took was 373. So that's like 700 and something bucks of loss, right? So that's like that really bad loss that I had 2 weeks ago, which was the last loss that I had was 2 weeks ago, right? Which was the we did 3 trades and all 3 of them had a loss, and that was $730 of loss. Okay, so this guy here is just who knows what's going to happen. Maybe it's just going to range. We don't know. But it's went up to the VWAP, and the VWAP in the bottom of this Tokyo range here is a really, really strong point of interest. So it could come back down, but I'm 100% not going to take another trade, right? Let's look at gold here is at the top of the Tokyo range. So that played out exactly how we predicted it, except we got out here to take the Nasdaq trade, which didn't go good for us. But yeah, we don't know stuff like that. And then the US30. So US30 is trying to come down, but it's so US30 now is ranging as well, right? So you can see here, like that's the range of the US30. Okay, so I always like to kind of, well, I'm going to try and leave you guys with another trade for after the session because I know a lot of people, man, imagine coming in and you only took the last two trades. That would have sucked. But I'll leave you guys with another trade here. So US30 is definitely, if you get a body open below here, it's probably going to come down to here. So we'll find the fair value gaps within here. So there's one right there. Okay, and then we know this green line here is extremely strong support. Okay, at this is the 9:30. So that's 9:30. So it's the first 2 minutes of the open. That's like all the liquidity in the first 2 minutes of the open, right? So it's very, very strong. You can see when it touched it, when it came back up, it just went sideways there. So we know that this is, and like I'm trying to fight myself right now for not taking this trade, but this would be the next trade, which is actually playing out in front of our eyes almost here. So likely we come down there. There's a high possibility it's going to come down to the green line and then it'll go sideways, right? Okay. And also you'd look for fair value gaps up here because you could also have an entry up here, right? So there's a gap right there. So price could come back up to here, and this would be an entry. And then you could even, you always want to add to a winning trade if you're doing multiple entries. So you could do an entry there, and then it comes back down. You do an entry here, or maybe you bought a bit here, right? But you shouldn't be in just yet because it hasn't given the entry yet. Like this could be a liquidity sweep of this. Okay. So, anyways, that's it for today, guys. This would be the next trade, which looks like it's going to work out. So, probably if I took this and I went in with mega lots, I'd make back the loss I had here and here. Right. But I can't think like that. So, that's it for today. Sorry about the last two trades. It happens, guys. The last time this happened was 2 weeks ago. So, think of it that way. It's like we traded for almost 14 days. And out of those 14 days, we only had 2 days of like losses. But yeah, this was a nasty loss today because it's the last two trades. So, anyways, that's it from me. We'll go here. We got to end this live, and then I got to go put in group that we had another loss today. So I'll stop sharing the screen, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So I'll see you guys Friday tomorrow, and then, well, the odds are we'll have a very profitable day tomorrow. It's it always happens like that. Is every once in a while you have a loss, and you're the majority of the time we're going to have like small profit, break even, or like mega profit days. But yeah, today was definitely not a good day with those last two trades. So that's it. See you guys.